Hello everyone, welcome to Crystal Clear Java. Today we will be covering static variables in Java, and we'll clear out all the confusions about it. So as we can see on the right side, we have a student class, and the student has a string name and has a grade currently set at 80. And then I also create a static integer that tracks the number of students they are in the class to explain the difference between a static variable and an instance variable, or a normal looking variable that we are very used to see. What's the difference between them? Well, let's check it out. So let's first create a student, and we will give him the name Alex. The first difference between an instance variable and a static variable is in terms of how we access it. So if I want to access an instance variable first, let's say we'll type in Alex grade here, and here we have to say alex.grade. If you just say grade, NetBeans is not going to recognize what you are trying to do. So you absolutely have to say who is the owner of the grade. Well, it turns out the grade belongs to Alex. That makes perfect sense. It's not the class student that has a grade, it's rather the Alex. Alex, the student, has a grade. But if you want to access a static variable such as the number of students in the class, you will have to enter the class name, and then you say what is the number of students in the class. In this way, you'll be able to access them. So first difference between instance variable and a static variable is in terms of how we access it. To access a instance variable, we have to put an object name and put a dot and then say the name of that instance variable. On the contrary, for static variable, you have to say the class name dot that static variable. So that's the first difference. So let's just quickly print it out, and we can see Alex grade is 80, and number of student, because we created Alex, is going to be 1. So to illustrate the difference even further, let's now create a new student, and we will call him Bob for now. And now we will say, hey, Bob.grade equals 100. So we reassign the grade from 80 to 100 for Bob. And now we're going to go ahead and print out, hey, I want to know what's Bob's grade. And we're going to say Bob.grade. And then we want to know, hey, I also want to know what's the number of students in my class right now. Well, fairly simple to guess what that is, right? So if we print it out, now Bob and Alex have very different grade. Alex has 80 and Bob has 100. And the number of students is always, you always have to call it from student, the number of students. So at this point, things are pretty clear. Let's do a small recap. Or summarizing what's the difference. So in terms of accessing, we have to say object dot the instance variable, and for static variable we have to say the class name dot the static variable. The most fundamental difference between an instance variable and a static variable is that an instance variable belongs to an object. For example, grade is an instance variable. Alex has a grade, Bob has a grade. If I create Emily, Emily has a grade. If I create David, David has a grade. They all have very different grades. Not only their grade values are different, but they all have their grade variable. These variables are different from each other. There are different instances. All right? So if you have 100 students, how many grades would you have? You would have 100 instances of grade, and each one probably has a different value. For a static variable, the static variable belongs to the class. It doesn't belong to Alex, it doesn't belong to Bob, it belongs to the class student. And how many instances are there for the number of students? There's only one instance. We only need one number that says to me it's 30 students in the class. There's only one such number. It's not possible that Alex has a number that says 16 students in the class and Bob says 26 in the class. That doesn't make any sense. So the static variable belongs to the class, and there's only one of them. There's only one of it, right? There's only one instance that is called the number of students, or student.number of students, that represents the number of students in the class. So static variable and instance variables are completely different things, as you can tell, right? So very, very clear. And when would you use that? Well, I'm pretty sure you can give more example than I did. Well, what about the class name? We're doing Java 101. Okay, that's the class name. Well, that's a static variable. Well, why is that a static variable? Well, if Alex is in the class, Bob is in the class, it's not possible that Alex says, oh, the class name is Java 101, and then Bob says, no, the class name for me is C++ 101. No, you guys are in the same class. So that's a static variable. Alex thinks it's Java 101. Bob also thinks it's Java 101 because we're in the Java 101 class. Static variable. What's the instance variable? Well, the name. Alex name is Alex. Bob name is Bob, right? So that belongs to Alex belongs to Alex. Bob belongs to Bob. Well, obviously. So that would be an instance variable. So I'm pretty sure you can give me more examples of the difference. You can definitely find out more differences. I think the confusion comes in for students when someone just decides to say, hey, I'm gonna make this private, instead of public static, private static, or protected static, or default static. That starts to give people headache, but after this video, you will absolutely not have that problem. Well, let's see where the confusion comes from and how we can deal with that. So we understand the difference between static and an instance. All right, so let's now mix static with public or with private, things like that. Well, let's first look at the issue. Here, I know the number of students is 2 because we're Alex and Bob. But now some guy from the outside decides to say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to mess up with your program and I'll just modify your number of students to 100. Okay? And then this happens. And then guess what? The number of student is definitely going to be, as you can probably guess, but I'm just going to prove it to you, that number of student right now, because of this guy who decides to modify our value. Well, at this point, unfortunately, the number of students become 100. That's a huge problem because we only have Alex and Bob in our class. There are 2 students, but you say it's 100 because you don't know what you're doing and you just messed up our program. To prevent that from happening, that's why we would use an access modifier, right? We would change this to private, and guess what? If you save it and you let NetBeans realize, hey, you cannot access these anymore. Okay, this cannot be accessed anymore. You have to delete these lines in order for your program to run. Alright, so that's all what access modifiers do. It has nothing to do with static and non-static. It has nothing to do with them, right? Static still belongs to the class. It has one instance. There's only one such a thing as number of students, but there are 30 grades if there are 30 students in a class. Private just says, hey, the outside, don't try to touch it. You can't, because I protected it with a private keyword. It's encapsulation. It's hiding this variable. Well, you might be wondering, well, then what's the point, right? Why would I ever create a variable that no one can access from the outside? Like, what's the point apart from doing stuff inside a student class? Well, if you are really bugged by that, you can always create a function called get number of student. For time's sake, I'm not going to type out everything, but I'm just going to I'm just going to say the function is get num. So I'm going to return the number of students right here. And now in your main class, there's absolutely no problem, right? So we can still say, hey, what's the number of student in class? Well, you can just go ahead and say student.getNum, right? So now we can print out in this 2, and that's the correct number. Can you change it? No, we couldn't, because NetBeans showed us error previously. We cannot access the number of student anymore, but we can still get the value of it for the purpose of doing something else outside of this class of students. But to recap, private or public has nothing to do with the keyword static. Private just says, hey, the outside, don't touch it. You can't access me from the outside. Static says, hey, look, I belong to the class. I'm only one. There's only one of me. I'm unique, right? But if you don't put static, what does that mean? Well, I'm not unique anymore. Grade is not unique. Alex has 100, Bob has 95, I have 85, you have 90. We all have different grades. We all have different grade variable that has different values. All right, so private and static, I know it could get confusing when you combine them together and when to use them, when not to use them, but I'm telling you, they're very, very different things. So I hope after this video you can feel very comfortable about it. Yeah, so that's it for now, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you liked the video. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.